The rematch between Arman Tsarukyan and Giorgio Payalakis has already been booked. Over the weekend, they wrestled at RAF Hexaball, and Arman won. However, after the match, Arman punched Giorgio in the face, and there was a giant brawl between their teams. The two will now face off at Hyperzil on March 11th in a 10-minute submission-only bout. Jorge Masvidal is also scheduled to grapple Shara Bullet on the card. Ilia Topuria may have a fight announcement on the way. Today, he posted this on Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "Big news coming soon." A few weeks ago, reports claimed that there was a 90% chance that Topuria would face Justin Gaethje on the White House card. Days later, those odds were said to have dropped, with speculation that the UFC wanted to avoid a scenario where there's a very high probability that the American star ends up getting knocked out. Topuria later appeared on Aiden Ross' stream and said he's unsure about the White House event, but confirmed that he expects to fight this summer. About 2 weeks ago, Dan Hooker was accused by a woman claiming to be his girlfriend of cheating on her with a man. She also alleged that Hooker's wife was aware of their relationship. While promoting one of his sponsors, Dan appeared to make light of the situation. He posted this to his Instagram and wrote, "Avoid any allegations that come your way."
Allegations, false! Allegations. If you want to avoid any allegations that come your way, get yourself a medical card from me and the team at Canalytics. Couldn't be easier. Everything's online. Doctor give you a bell on the phone. Easy peasy. I'm putting cases on all y'all.
Conor McGregor says he's in negotiations with the UFC to fight this summer.
Are you going to be fighting at the White House?
So I am in negotiations with the Ultimate Fighting Championship about the bout. Either the White House or there or thereabouts. Sometime in the summer, McGregor will return.
Ahead of his rematch against Charles Oliveira this weekend at UFC 326, Max Holloway reflects on their first fight. The two first fought back in 2015, and Charles lost in the first round due to a neck injury.
Talk about the injury. Oliveira may allude to the injury. It almost seems like you go, it is what it is, right? Like that's your saying.
I mean, yeah, you know, you made the walk, you did what it is, we fight. I mean, if I broke my ankle in there or something, you're not gonna hear me complain about it, you know. That's the way the cookie crumble, and you know, I'm just glad that we get to get it back, you know. He's you know, me and him been the top of our divisions forever. I believe we both are in the pound for pound still, so there's a lot of, you know, this is a history fight, you know. This is one for the history books, and we get to go out there and, you know, March 7th, bring fireworks, and it's going to be super exciting.
Alexander Volkanovski gives his prediction for Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira.
Max Holloway, you go 100%. Now he is gonna get you tired, and he's one guy that knows how to capitalize on someone being tired. If he sees you tired, he's gonna make you pay more and more and more, and he can definitely mentally and physically break you down. Does that give him opportunities to get the finish? I am gonna say yes. I think Max is gonna be the favorite. I think you'll get some better value at him getting the finish. I think he can get the finish. So he's favorite? Oh, big favorite, hot favorite. Okay, hot favorite. So let's go finish. I think he can get the finish. I think the later rounds he gets the finish. I think I can definitely see a finish in the third or fourth round even. I can definitely see it. I think Max Holloway can definitely start to do that, start to land, get in a position where, you know, Charles is more shelling up, trying to grab, not really working, and you can just see Max just start getting the finish and the ref's just sort of stopping it. You know, just again, it's just Max is that type of guy that can put that type of pace on you. Charles is going to be dangerous enough to, you know, put him in danger, but the only thing is you can't do that for 5 rounds with someone like Max. It's either Charles lands and gets a finish early, or he gets finished in them later rounds. That's what I'm thinking. Can it go a decision? Of course it can. You know? But I just think that I'm leaning more towards a finish than a decision from Max.
Carlos Prates is sparring hard ahead of his upcoming fight against Jack Dea Maddalena on May 2nd. Michael Venom Page weighed in on Conor Benn signing with Zuffa Boxing and reportedly earning $15 million for one fight. MVT said that it tarnishes the image of the UFC, especially when some top UFC fighters have openly spoken about financial struggles despite competing at the highest level.
But it's just hurtful to see the money go that way for somebody that, for me, is not at the top of his field. He's a great boxer. I'm a fan of his. I love watching his fights because it's always exciting. He always gives it all. But in that division, he's nowhere near the best. But yet you've given that amount of money to somebody that I'd say is not the best. But then you've got like people over here that are at the top of that. I'm going to use Francis Ngannou simply because this is an easy one that's going to come out. At the top of his game, heavyweight champion of the world, and was broke and having to borrow money. And it's just like, those are the kind of stories that I feel like they could fix that easily. It just shouldn't even, that just shouldn't exist. I think it tarnishes the brand as well, and that's the support of the brand. You don't want to see people just talking bad of the brand. And I don't want to talk bad of the brand myself. So, and I feel like it's an easy fix. Like, just give guys what they deserve. It doesn't have to be like millions and millions and millions, but to hear when people come in and they're on 12 and 12, and some people are coming from the UK, so $12,000 is not the same when you convert it all and bring it back and tax and so on and so forth. These are guys that have now gotten to the UFC, but still have to do the door work and still have to do this and still have to do that. It'd be nice to just see guys get to this level at, like in any other industry, they get to the highest level, and finances are kind of, it allows them to train better as well, and it allows them to become better athletes and put on better shows and maybe even knock more people out because certain things are covered. And that's it. So when you see somebody get paid that amount of money from the same person that's not paying you on this side, it's disheartening.
Khalil Roundtree explains why he thinks the potential fight between Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland would play out similar to Khamzat versus Dricus du Plessis.
You've been training with Khamzat Chimaev, and we see Sean Strickland being very vocal about Khamzat Chimaev in the press conference. Khamzat literally ran through DDP, and DDP beat Sean twice. What would happen if Khamzat and Sean Strickland had a fight?
I see a lot of people on the internet saying things about Khamzat and him laying on DDP for however long, 23 minutes. And from a different perspective, it's not that he just laid there. I think that he literally forced DDP to not be able to do anything. When this guy fights, it is dominating. However people are perceiving dominance, I mean, being able to hold the current champion down for 23 minutes is domination. If you're a champion and you can't get up from the ground, then that shows some holes in your game, right? So I think that a fight against Strickland would go pretty similar.
Petr Yan is currently recovering from lower back surgery. Despite reports that the UFC is not interested in having Yan fight Merab at the White House, Yan says he still wants to compete on the card.
You know, I haven't heard a definite no regarding, Russian fighters, but I think that UFC is a huge international organization that probably fighters from all over the world are fighting in the UFC. So I think that if anything, this would be an incredible gesture, kind of like a gesture of goodwill to show that sport, after all, is outside of politics.
Okay, and you show up.
And the goal is, first we take the White House, and then we'll do a huge event in the Red Square.
Oh yeah, that would be something. But you would be healthy enough to fight in June, given the surgery?
Yes, the goal is to be very healthy by then, and if the UFC grants that type of decision, then I will be there.
Justin Gaethje appeared on Neon's stream last night. Here's a clip where Gaethje explains why he no longer talks trash to his opponents before fights.
Hey, Justin watched you versus Patty, and I think you're gonna kill Ilia Topuria.
I'm working hard.
Thank you, Adrian.
I will be ready.
You ever do anything in the ring to get in someone's head?
No. Well, I used to, but now I've learned there's no reason to give them any kind of motivation.
Because it could light a fire in them.
Yeah.
So you just don't even talk nothing. You just fight, smile,
what's
dance, tickle.
Shake hands.
Did you see, Ilia was on a stream and he said he wants to fight you next.
Well, yeah, that's how the interim championship works.
How do you think that fight's gonna go?
Oh, I think fighting's crazy. I think we're gonna throw some heat the whole time, and one of us will probably get knocked out.
Oh, I got my money on you.
Who wins, Ilia or Islam?
Islam.
I agree. I'm a Muslim guy.
That's why?
Yeah.
You agree? Not because of the previous fights they had?
No, I'm just biased.
Oh.
Yeah, and I like to base it off the UFC stats, like on UFC 5, the game. You have a very strong punch power.
Blink 5 times if you are on the White House card.
No clue. I honestly have not heard yet, but I imagine I am. Can't imagine I wouldn't be. So.
That card's gonna be stacked.
I'm not sure who's gonna be on it yet.
It's gonna be a good payday too. Oh man, I'm happy for you.
I get paid the same.
Wait, what? There's gonna be more viewers that day.
There's gonna be less live viewers.
Why?
Because there's no arena.
No, but the pay-per-view is gonna go crazy.
Arman Tsarukyan spoke with Hunter Campbell, and one of the options presented to him was a potential lightweight title fight in September or October.
I think so. I already talked to Hunter.
When was that?
A couple of weeks ago. He got a couple of options.
Oh yeah, like what?
Like title fights, like just fights. I don't know. We'll see how it's play out.
When you say title fight, you mean like lightweight title fight or BMF title? Any title fight. You're getting anything you want.
Yeah, 170, 145, 155.
Wow. What's the most appealing option that they gave you?
Fight for the 155 title, and like in September, October.
Would that be after Justin or before Justin?
After Justin.
Okay. You want to wait that long?
I'm just doing like wrestling.
Yeah.
Arman also spoke on the speculation that the UFC was furious over him punching Giorgio Poulos after their wrestling match. Arman thinks the UFC should be happy that he didn't let anybody beat him up.
You told the UFC you'd be a good boy, and now here you are getting into another incident.
No, this is not my fault. This is not my fault. Everybody on my side now.
You think so?
I was waiting like 6 minutes. Like he was like punching me 6 minutes. What do you wanted to wait from me?
You don't think the UFC sees this and says, look, we can't trust this guy. He makes too many problems.
Bro, like if someone punch you, what do you do?
Oh, I'm on your side.
Anytime.
By the way, I think you should have fought for the belt a year and a half ago. I'm on your side, but I was just first thing I thought of was like, oh no.
Yeah, everybody is different, you know. What are you gonna do if someone like punch you 20 times? Like you're not gonna let him do that. So it's the opposite. They gotta be happy that UFC fighter don't let like somebody to beat it up. UFC fighter number one. Winning UFC fighter go to the freestyle wrestling, beat the freestyle wrestler, and to show like what's the level of UFC.
Okay.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching MMA Daily News. For news and content, subscribe to MMA Daily News and click the bell icon to be notified when we post video. Here are our favorite comments.